Good morning, my friend. I want you to stop whatever you are doing at this very moment, because what I am about to share with you carries the genuine power to change the way you rise from your chair, the way you climb your stairs, and the way you move through every single day for the rest of your life. Most physicians will hand you a pamphlet about calcium, pat you on the shoulder, and send you home believing they have done their duty. But today I am going to reveal something that the mainstream medical world almost never dares to discuss openly. I am going to show you the exact foods that, when eaten in the early hours of your morning, can actually stop and even begin to reverse the muscle deterioration that is silently taking place in your legs right now as you read these very words. And yes, I chose the word reverse deliberately because it is absolutely not too late for you. My name is Dr. William Lee, and I have devoted decades of my life to working with patients who are made to believe that their weakness, their instability, their struggle to rise from a soft chair, or their fear of stairs was nothing more than an unavoidable price of growing older. That, my friend, is one of the most damaging lies that has ever been whispered into the ears of good people. And today, together, we are going to dismantle it completely, piece by piece, until nothing of it remains. Did you know that eating just one simple ordinary food before 8 o'clock in the morning could slow the aging of your leg muscles by nearly 10 full years? And no, I am not speaking of some expensive prescription or a bottle of costly supplements gathering dust on a shelf. I am speaking of a plain, familiar food that nearly every single person reading this has already seen dozens of times. Yet most people walk right past it every morning, ignoring it entirely, never realizing that they are quietly surrendering their strength. Before we go any further, I would genuinely love to know where you are joining me from today. I read every single comment on this channel, every one of them, without exception. So before we truly begin, I want to ask you two simple questions. How old are you right now, and what is the one physical activity that you absolutely refuse to give up, no matter what anyone tells you? Perhaps it is walking your dog along your favorite path each morning. Perhaps it is dancing in the kitchen with your grandchildren. Perhaps it is kneeling in your garden among the flowers you have raised with your own hands. Whatever it is, please tell me in the comments below. Your answer matters deeply to me, and I sincerely want to hear it. Together, let us build a stronger, healthier, more independent future for you. New research is now showing us something remarkable. Adding this single food to your morning meal may help adults over the age of 60 preserve the strength buried in their legs, improve their balance and stability, prevent those maddening leg cramps that strike in the dead of night, and even reduce the risk of muscle loss by as much as 72%. Let that number settle in your mind for a moment. 72%. And yet millions of older adults quietly end up in wheelchairs, leaning permanently on walkers, or losing their freedom to move altogether, simply because this condition crept up on them unnoticed. The heartbreaking truth is that most of them never knew this food even existed, and worse still, many of them unknowingly made everything more difficult by reaching for the wrong foods first thing every morning. So let me ask you plainly, could you be weakening your own legs each and every morning simply because you are skipping this one thing? Stay with me all the way to the end of this video because I will not only reveal exactly what you should eat the moment you wake, I will also give you 5 simple, powerful breakfast ideas that can help you remain strong, balanced, and beautifully independent well into your 60s, your 70s, and far beyond. And that final food on the list, I promise you, it may genuinely surprise you. Feeling your legs grow weaker with each passing day is not something you are required to accept as your fate. Being 60 or 70 or 80 does not mean you must lose your ability to walk with confidence, to keep your balance, or to live life on your own terms. The wonderful news is that you can turn this process around. And the very best part? No medications, no expensive machines, and no punishing, exhausting workouts are needed at all. Everything begins with something small, yet astonishingly powerful. It begins with the very first meal of your day. It may sound almost too simple, even too familiar to matter, but the truth is that the breakfast you eat can either protect and rebuild your legs or quietly, invisibly, wear them down over the months and years. This is precisely what nutrition experts worry about most today. The vast majority of adults over 60 get their breakfast completely wrong. Some skip it entirely. Others replace it with nothing more than a cup of coffee. Many reach for nutrient-empty foods like white toast or sugary pastries. And some tell themselves, I will simply eat later. I will just sip some water for now. But you know what happens next inside your body? Your body slips into what we call a catabolic state, a condition in which it begins breaking down its own muscle tissue to use for fuel. And do you know which muscles it reaches for first? Your leg muscles. The very same muscles that allow you to stand, to walk, to keep your balance, and to catch yourself before a dangerous fall. A study conducted at Tufts University revealed something extraordinary. Seniors were able to recover up to 35% of their leg strength in just 8 short weeks, simply by eating a nourishing breakfast built from the right ingredients. And the most beautiful part is that these foods are affordable and easy to find in any ordinary grocery store. You have almost certainly seen them countless times. You have simply never combined them correctly or eaten them at the right hour of the day. In the next few minutes, I will share 5 simple yet powerful meals that are scientifically proven to help preserve your leg muscles, restore your balance, ease your cramping, and rebuild your strength before it fades away for good. And at the very end of this video, I will reveal one unusual food that has helped hundreds of older adults regain their mobility with nothing more than a small serving eaten in the morning. So if you have ever been told that lost muscle simply cannot be rebuilt, please stay with me. You may find yourself thinking very differently by the time we are finished. Here is the honest reality. After the age of 60, your body naturally begins losing muscle, and it targets your legs first and hardest. This condition carries a name. It is called sarcopenia, and it is one of the leading causes of the mobility problems that steal independence from good people. It brings difficulty walking any real distance, a struggle to rise from a seat, a loss of balance, and eventually the canes, the walkers, and even the full-time care that so many of us fear. What is most troubling of all? Muscle loss does not hurt. There is no fever to warn you, no sharp pain to alert you. It creeps forward in complete silence. One day your legs simply feel a little heavier than they used to. Another day you stumble slightly when stepping off a curb, and you quietly tell yourself, I suppose I am just getting older. You begin using your arms to push yourself up out of chairs without even noticing you have started doing it. But that story you are telling yourself is not truly accurate. Aging does not weaken your legs. Losing muscle does. And those two things are not the same. The National Institute on Aging warns that adults over 60 can lose as much as 13% of their leg muscle mass in just 10 years if nothing is done to stop it. And this is not merely about strength or appearance. When your leg muscles shrink, your balance falters, your walking speed slows, and your risk of a serious fall rises sharply. Your circulation declines, your mobility narrows, belly fat accumulates, your bone density decreases, and even your sleep and your memory begin to suffer. The emotional weight of feeling trapped inside a body that no longer cooperates with your wishes can be truly devastating. But why does this matter most in the morning? Because after 7 to 9 hours of sleep, your body has been in a fasting state all night long. Without food, it turns to your muscle tissue for fuel. And this is a dangerous process for seniors whose ability to regenerate muscle is already slower than it once was. If you do not halt this catabolic phase with the right breakfast, your leg muscles begin weakening before your day has even properly begun. And since your legs hold the largest muscle groups in your entire body, losing them disrupts your metabolism, reduces your circulation, and sets off a whole chain of troubles. Cramps, tingling, numbness, unsteady steps, and problems with coordination all follow. This is exactly why so many older adults who are not sick at all still gradually become weak and dependent. But hear me clearly. The good news is that your body can still recover if you act early. By eating the right foods at the right time, you can rebuild muscle, improve your balance, reduce your cramps, and regain your independence, one steady step at a time. Let me tell you about David, a man of 69 years, a retired construction engineer. He once climbed scaffolds and hiked hills across the country without ever tiring. But lately, simply getting out of bed had begun to feel like a genuine struggle. His knees felt stiff, his feet felt heavy and sometimes numb, and his first steps each morning were slow and uncertain, like trying to force a rusted machine back into motion. One morning, he tripped on his own porch step while reaching for the newspaper. The fall was not serious, but it frightened him to his core. He realized in that moment that he was losing something far deeper than his footing. He was losing his confidence. His wife noticed it too. His pace had slowed. His walks had grown shaky. He needed both hands to push himself up from the couch. He stopped enjoying his beloved morning strolls entirely. And then came the nightly leg cramps that stole his sleep. David had no serious illness, no diabetes, no arthritis. What he was truly experiencing is what many of us quietly call the after 60 phase, when muscle loss accelerates silently but powerfully, striking hardest at the very legs that bear our weight and steady our every step. After that frightening fall, David began searching for real answers. He spoke with a nutritionist. He read articles late into the evening. He watched health videos one after another. And that is when he discovered something he had never once considered before. The strength of your legs depends enormously on what you eat in the morning. So he began changing his routine. No more skipping breakfast. No more black coffee on an empty stomach. Instead, he started eating the foods rich in the very nutrients his muscles had been quietly craving all along. Foods to restore his circulation, rebuild his tissue, and bring back his balance. Within just 3 weeks, he noticed a real difference. Rising in the morning felt easier. His steps grew lighter. The cramps that had tormented him faded away. Soon he was walking around his beloved park once more. By the 2-month mark, he was walking 2 full kilometers every single morning without ever stopping to rest. These days he often turns to his wife and says, with wonder in his voice, "I feel like I have got my legs back." With one simple adjustment, no medication and no therapy, David reclaimed his strength, his energy, and his independence in his 60s, the very thing most people are told is impossible. And so can you. You do not need luck. You only need the right beginning. Now let us talk about the 5 breakfast foods that help David and thousands of other seniors build stronger, steadier, more reliable legs. Number 1 is whole eggs. There is nothing easier or more effective for rebuilding your leg muscles than a simple cooked egg. Eggs contain nearly all of the amino acids your body needs for muscle repair, but the true power lies in the yolk. It is rich in vitamin D, vitamin B12, choline, and leucine, a key compound that switches on muscle protein synthesis. This is absolutely vital for preventing leg muscle loss after 60. Research from the University of Illinois found that seniors who ate 2 eggs daily for 8 weeks saw remarkable improvements in leg strength and independence. Eggs also support your neuromuscular system, sharpening your coordination, balance, and gait, while lowering your risk of falls. The vitamin B12 in the yolk protects the coating around your nerves, improving the vital communication between your brain and your muscles, so your steps become smoother and far steadier. For the best results, eat the entire egg, yolk included, within 1 hour of waking. Boiled eggs are ideal, since they hold on to their nutrients without any added fat. Each morning, that single egg is not merely breakfast, it is your quiet defense against silent muscle decline. Stay consistent for 30 days and you will likely notice fewer cramps, stronger legs, and a new ease rising from your chair. Number 2 is oatmeal topped with chia seeds. A simple bowl of oatmeal can give your legs the steady, lasting energy they need throughout your entire morning. While eggs act as your fuel, oatmeal offers a consistent supply of nutrients that support muscle function hour after hour. When you combine it with chia seeds, this modest breakfast becomes a genuinely powerful tool. Beta-glucan, a soluble fiber found abundantly in oats, reduces inflammation, improves nutrient absorption in your muscles, and helps stabilize your blood sugar, which is especially important for those over 60. Chia seeds contribute omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, potassium, and magnesium, all crucial for proper muscle contractions and nerve signaling, and for preventing those nighttime leg cramps that shatter your sleep. Magnesium helps relax tight, aching muscles, while potassium ensures oxygen and nutrients reach even the smallest muscles in your legs. To prepare it, simply cook 3 tablespoons of rolled oats with water or nut milk until soft. Then stir in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Add banana slices or blueberries if you like. Eaten warm within 1 hour of waking, it brings better balance, fewer cramps, and greater endurance throughout your day. Number 3 is the humble banana, often called nature's electrolyte powerhouse, and for very good reason. Its high potassium content makes it ideal for preventing leg cramps, supporting circulation, and maintaining leg strength in seniors. A medium banana provides roughly 400 milligrams of potassium. Potassium is vital for maintaining the electrical balance within your muscle cell membranes, allowing your muscles to work smoothly and without misfiring. Without enough of it, your muscles may spasm and twitch, especially at night. Research from Harvard University found that seniors who regularly ate bananas were 33% less likely to suffer leg cramps. Bananas also provide vitamin B6, which supports the communication between your brain and your muscles, improving coordination as you walk. However, those with type 2 diabetes, blood sugar concerns, or kidney disease should be cautious, as excess potassium may affect glucose or heart rhythm. In such cases, a smaller or slightly underripe banana is best. Pair it with oatmeal, chia seeds, or Greek yogurt to improve absorption and keep your energy beautifully balanced. Number 4 is Greek yogurt, a wonderfully effective breakfast for combating the slow muscle breakdown that happens overnight. Compared to regular yogurt, it holds nearly twice the protein, thanks to a triple straining process. For adults over 60, the slow-digesting casein protein in Greek yogurt provides a steady, gentle stream of amino acids to support leg muscle maintenance and growth throughout your morning. A single serving contains roughly 17 grams of high-quality protein, along with leucine, the amino acid most effective at initiating muscle repair. It also delivers calcium and vitamin D, supporting your bones and your neuromuscular coordination, improving both your balance and your walking. The probiotics within it enhance nutrient absorption and reduce inflammation, further aiding your leg circulation. A study from Maastricht University found that older adults who consumed 20 grams of protein each morning alongside light exercise showed notable improvements in leg strength within just 6 weeks, with fewer night cramps and better balance. For those sensitive to lactose, lactose-free versions work beautifully. Simply avoid the sugary varieties and enjoy it within 1 hour of waking, perhaps with berries or a sprinkle of cinnamon. Number 5 is fatty fish, such as salmon, mackerel, or sardines, eaten at least twice a week. These fish overflow with omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which improve insulin sensitivity, reduce muscle inflammation, and enhance the way your body absorbs and uses protein. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 65 who ate 2 servings of fatty fish weekly retained 27% more leg muscle mass than those eating only red meat or none at all. They also enjoyed better walking ability, improved balance, and a 36% lower risk of falls. Salmon is also a wonderful source of highly digestible protein, along with vitamins B12 and D, which support the vital communication between your nerves and your muscles. A simple way to enjoy it is gently pan-seared in olive oil, served with roasted sweet potatoes or steamed vegetables. Fatty fish acts almost like a natural lubricant for your muscles, keeping them supple, resilient, and ready to recover. And now, as promised, here is that final surprising food. It is a beautifully simple breakfast of steamed sweet potatoes, lightly sprinkled with natural mineral salt. Unlike the trendy superfoods that come and go, this common kitchen staple has profound and lasting effects on your legs. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates that replenish the muscle glycogen your body burned through overnight. Their starch does not spike your blood sugar, instead offering steady energy that prevents morning leg fatigue, cramps, and weakness. They also supply potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C, all of which support your circulation, your nerve signaling, and your leg function. Magnesium, so often called the muscle relaxation mineral, gently eases cramps and stiffness. And that mineral salt, unlike ordinary refined table salt, remains unprocessed and carries more than 80 trace minerals that help maintain smooth muscle contractions while replenishing your electrolytes. A study from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition found that adults eating high-fiber breakfasts like this for 90 days demonstrated 41% better balance and nearly 50% fewer falls. Simply sprinkle a small amount of mineral salt on half a warm, steamed sweet potato and eat it about 10 minutes before your main breakfast, alongside a glass of warm water. Now, eating a nutrient-rich breakfast is deeply important, but your daily routines also play an enormous role in preserving your leg strength and balance. So let me give you a few simple habits to embrace each morning. First, drink a glass of warm water with a small pinch of natural salt the moment you wake to restore your electrolytes, improve your circulation, and calm your nervous system. Second, perform 3 gentle minutes of leg lifts and balance work. Lift one foot 2 to 4 inches off the ground, hold it for 10 seconds, then switch to the other side. This strengthens your calves, thighs, and hips while sharpening your balance. Third, never rush out of bed. Take 3 deep breaths, sit up slowly, and gently rotate your wrists and ankles to reawaken your circulation and reduce any dizziness. Fourth, spend just 5 minutes in the morning sunlight to boost your vitamin D, strengthen your bones, and aid your calcium absorption. And fifth, never delay your breakfast because prolonged fasting only triggers more muscle breakdown. If a full meal is not possible, even a boiled egg, a little oatmeal, or a small piece of steamed sweet potato can shift your body toward repair. By combining these gentle daily habits with the 5 breakfasts we have discussed together, the eggs, the oatmeal with chia seeds, the bananas, the Greek yogurt, the fatty fish, and the sweet potatoes with mineral salt, you can meaningfully improve your leg strength, your circulation, and your balance, while helping to prevent age-related muscle loss. Even the smallest actions each morning add up to long-term mobility, stability, and true independence. Taking gentle control of your body each day allows you to keep your confidence and to enjoy your life fully. Your legs do not have to surrender to age, my friend, if you give them the right nutrition and build these simple, steady routines. Walking with confidence, keeping your balance, and living an active, joyful life all remain completely achievable long after 60. If today's video has helped you in any way, I want to ask you kindly to do 3 small things for me. First, subscribe to this channel right now if you have not already, because I release videos exactly like this one every single week, built specifically to help you take your health back into your own hands. Second, tap the like button so that YouTube shares this with other seniors who desperately need to hear this information. And third, leave me a comment below answering this one question. Which of these 5 morning foods are you going to try first? And what physical activity are you most determined to protect for years to come? I read every single comment myself. Your answer genuinely helps me understand what to cover for you next. And the scientific references for everything we discussed today are linked for you in the description below. So take care of your legs, my friend. Take care of your strength. And above all, take care of your precious independence, because it is worth protecting with everything you have. I will see you in the very next video.